Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. We are on Cotter Avenue. This will take us right down to the beach in Port Aransas. Get off the ferry, go straight, you're right on the beach. It's a nice day, right around 85 degrees, about 11 mile an hour wind. Not super crowded. A weekday in Port Aransas. Memorial Day's coming up. I did want to get down along the water and kind of check for the sargassum seaweed that has been washing ashore from the Atlantic Ocean. And they have done a good job removing the seaweed. It looks a lot better today than it did a few days ago when I was here. And there's seaweed in the water. There's areas without seaweed, and then you'll see other areas with seaweed. The beach is quite drivable. It's a little dry, but just be careful where you're going. The road itself is packed. Port Aransas Beach Road. When you're driving on the beach, they have the same laws as driving on the road. Speed limit on the beach is 15 miles an hour, and it is patrolled. We've seen several Port Aransas police cars right here on the beach. Last group of videos I did from over here, we were here on the weekend, so it was a lot more crowded, and I would suspect this coming weekend's going to be pretty busy. The weather forecast looks good, similar to today. Slightly hazy, but with moments of sun, and no rain forecast right now. Let's see what this young lady's doing. She just backed up to stop. Okay. And now she wants to go, now that I'm going around her. Go ahead, miss. You go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. Welcome to Port Aransas. I got a visit from my buddy Brad, and saw him yesterday, and I saw him again today. So thank you, Brad. Brad said he got a good meal at Finn's. Got some, I believe, mahi-mahi and shrimp, and was very happy with it. And I also got a gift card from Brad. Brad, thank you very much. I always look forward to my visits from Philly Brad. And hopefully I'll get to see him and his family soon. They've had the heavy equipment out cleaning up the seaweed. Where we just showed, that's where it was real thick a few days ago. I mean, it looked like carpet. It was not a pretty sight. I like driving the beach. Like I said, it's a little hazy, so it doesn't have that brilliant beach look to it today. But Port Aransas is an awesome beach. There are areas, we have the bollards right to our right here. Those posts. And I think they stop right around mile marker 20. And if you go south of mile marker 20, you can pull up right to the water if you so desire. Here you park at the bollards, and you have a short walk, like maybe 40 yards, 50 yards to the water, if that. We're going to get off the beach up here and head inland a little bit. Take a look at some of the town. I have other extensive videos on Port Aransas, and I just honestly felt like going for a little bit of a drive today. I was here and set up with some friends and just kind of hung out. I don't want to miss anything. I thought I was going to get the kicked off the beach earlier I was lining the seagulls up by height, and the beach patrol came along and said, hey, no criticizing. No criticizing. That's from Brian. Thank you, Brian. Here, we'll get off the road. That is a big porta potty. I believe that's a handicap porta potty. Thing was huge. Lots of people have tents set up. Lots of RVs on the beach today. You do not need a permit to drive on the beach. But if you're going to stop or camp overnight, you need to get a beach permit, and it's $12 a year. And that allows you to camp on the beach 3 nights every 3 weeks. I believe this is Sandcastle Drive. Kind of cutting between the 2 hotels here. We don't go through here too often. I always feel like I won when I get off the sand and onto the blacktop. I don't always say to myself, I didn't get stuck today. There's some nice houses back here. Port Aransas is a nice little hidden gem. I really like coming in the winter when there's virtually no one over here. It's the people that live here and people over here doing construction and lawn maintenance and things like that. And it does get pretty crowded in the summer. My buddy Brad told me he checked on the golf cart price rentals, and they were about $180 a day for a 24-hour period. Wow. Now I know why I drive my truck on the beach. That sounds a little steep. I don't know if other places. He only checked at one place, and he was just curious. But yeah, that's a nice chunk of change. I guess it's a fun little beach toy. And I know a lot of the people that own property here have golf carts. I have nothing against golf carts. I just see people doing stupid things while driving their golf cart. But I also see that in trucks and cars as well. We're on 11th Street right now. And I'm going to go up here to East Avenue G. Which, if you come off the ferry and make a right and you kind of take that big loop, this is where you'll wind up right up here at East Avenue G. If we make a right, we would go back to the beach. We make a left, it'll take us to the ferry. But we'll probably take a drive up here and then maybe a quick cruise down McAllister Street, just to, if you're not familiar with the area, just to give you an idea of where it's at. Port Aransas has several beach access roads, and you can check the app on your phone. Check your map and it'll show it to you. Lots of really good restaurants here. Quite a few bars and nightclubs. We're going down McAllister Street right now. Turned my phone on a little late because we went through a school zone back there. Yeah, I absolutely love coming to Port Aransas, especially on, like, you come here on a winter's day when it's 65, 70 degrees and you got the place to yourself. That's a pretty good day. I'm going to try to get back here over the holiday weekend. And I just wanted to give you guys a report on the beaches. Good. Seaweed, manageable. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching. Got a little bonus, guys, when I was heading back to Rockport. The train engines at Rockport terminals were in the front. So I wanted to get a recording from my friend Jamie. Check out her channel, link in description, Jamie Makin.